Hi, and welcome back to Sky Creative. I'm Narpas, and we are playing PokeMMO. We left off in Cerulean. I just caught a Sandshrew, and I think I'm up of mind to go and raise a little bit. My little Pikachu is not doing too hot. Wartortle's okay. And Sandshrew just got Sandshrew, so Sandshrew needs some help. I found a few moments today, mainly because I called in to work today, so I'm not feeling well. So I might as well do this. I've got a few other things taken care of too. Cleared out some of the storage on my phone, transferred some files on the computer. So it's been productive. Stuff I couldn't get to normally, I was able to get to today. I'm sure work doesn't like me just cutting out, but to be honest, I'm quite burnt out, and I need an evening to just kind of relax a bit. Catch up on a few things. So that's what I did. Wow, Seraphine is going to take a little while to go to the next level. And as you can see, it is nighttime. A little bit later than I normally get to. I'm not entirely sure what effect that'll have on what shows up and what's available. But my goal right now is simply to get a few of my guys, I only have a few guys, but to get my guys stronger, as my rival is north of Cerulean, so I can't progress that way. Misty just kicks my butt, so I can't go that way. So I've got to do a few things here, speed it, to make it a bit easier to get through. Something the Wifey Cakes was talking about earlier today came to mind. She misses playing the Xbox games she grew up with. Halo and Gears of War, like shooting the aliens sort of thing. It's not something I've ever been into. So I figured she might find some interest in playing Metroid Prime, specifically. I've got the Metroid Prime trilogy on the Wii U, but for some reason, I can't find the nunchucks to go with it. I have the Wiimotes, but no nunchucks. So can't really play that one. So I connected up the GameCube. Different controls, a little bit harder to use. It might be harder for her to get used to it, targeting with the R button. But maybe she might be interested in trying that out. At least until we can get her... What's the Xbox out now? It's the Xbox One, right? As I've mentioned before, I grew up on Nintendo stuff. And I'm not ashamed of it. They make some of the best games out there. Now, bringing up Nintendo causes a bit of concern. Now, I did grow up on Nintendo. Started with Super, did 64, I got my own GameCube when I was old enough. Got the Wii when it, a while after it came out, to be honest, because it was so hard to get hold of one. And was it 3 years ago? A few years ago, I ended up getting a Wii U. I actually did not regret getting the Wii U. It wasn't a very supported system. It felt like it was just an upgrade for the Wii, but it was a brand new console. That said, a lot of the games that came out for it were not fantastic. There were a few gems. Smash Brothers is okay. Hyrule Warriors was brilliant. Mario Kart 8 was pretty good. And Super Mario Maker was incredible. I'm running into a number of issues here, however, because they've basically taken the Switch and re-released all those games to better graphics, bigger games. I mean, Mario Kart 8 is now Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Hyrule Warriors now has the definitive edition with all DLC included. And they even have a new Smash Brothers, which has all previously used characters. From all generations. I mean, they even postponed production, or postponed the release of Zelda Wii U so they could make it a simultaneous release with the Switch. Now, I'm not against the Switch. I like the concept of it very much. And I will eventually get one. But with what they did with the Switch, how they released it, and the games they've come out with on it, and the attention they've given it, makes me feel, as a Wii U owner, mistreated, snubbed. It's like it was the console that they didn't mean to make. And to be honest, the Wii U is actually what the Wii should have been. That's not how it worked, however, and so we just kind of have to deal with what we got. However, there is one thing they did properly with the Wii U that they failed to do on Switch. Well, two things actually. The first is backwards compatibility. I can use GameCube controllers on the Wii U for Smash Brothers. Now, it turns out the same adapter and GameCube controllers work for the Switch, so they did that correctly there too. But the Wiimotes, the nunchucks, the attachments to the Wiimotes, those all work. Because, it turns out, it emulates the Wii, just the Wii. And so you can switch over to a Wii. You can even transfer your Wii console over to the Wii U, which I happen to do. So, you can play Wii, Wii U, and the one thing they did correctly with Wii U was the Virtual Console, which they failed to do on Switch. I can kind of understand why, but I think they need to get a definitive library that will transfer to all consoles forthcoming. And once you've purchased them, they upgrade with it. It was nice to be able to install the Virtual Console purchases I made on Wii onto Wii U at a very discounted price. I understand the user interface changes might require a bit of support in terms of money, but I kind of feel like that should have been included. I mean, I purchased them, and not only have I purchased them on Wii Console, or the Virtual Console, I have them all physically, the originals. So, how many times am I going to end up buying the same game just so I can access it easily on the current generation I'm using? So that's my biggest gripe with Nintendo at the moment. Otherwise, I'm very on board with what they're doing. Well, that and the amiibos. For Zelda Breath of the Wild, there is content in the game that can only be unlocked with the amiibos. Well, they've stopped making amiibos. Well, certain ones. Specifically ones that are used in Breath of the Wild. Well, if they're not going to release those, how is that content going to be unlocked? To be honest, some of the strategies Nintendo's doing really needs to be better thought out. And probably thought out more on an international market rather than just strictly what's going on in Japan, as I'm pretty sure what goes on in Japan is working differently than internationally, and it might work there, and their main focus might be there. But from what I'm seeing on the Switch Lite that they're going to release, they've taken away compatibility to hook up to the TV. I can understand having a handheld, but I don't really understand not being able to hook it up to the TV, not being able to do multiplayer with it. Now, I usually game on my own, and I particularly like portable gaming. However, if I'm going to get the next generation console, I want to be able to hook that up to my TV at some point. So, hopefully they're going to come out with a Pro version that's stronger, higher definition screen, actually has a hard drive in there. But we'll have to see. Alright, looks like dinner's ready. I will wrap this up, make a quick video. We're just going to level up a bit. I might level up while I'm not recording, but for right now, I will catch you later. Bye.